Hello and welcome to episode 107 part 2 of my Wurm Unlimited tutorial series. Raynstorm raised a point about surface mining in a comment under the first part to these episodes, so I thought I would show you all what she was talking about in the comment, and it was a very good comment because it actually raised a very important point, which for any of you out there want to learn how to do your paths down hills and mountains, it's very important for you to know this. Raynstorm is here with me to marvel at my exquisite path, a work of art if I may say so myself, the gamester Angelo of pathways, the pathway extraordinaire. Now if I may show you my path, it's going down here and it goes off to the left. Now you'll notice here, this was the tile that in the first episode I hit rock in this corner, and of course that's really what I needed to show you, what you do when you get to when you get rock in your way. And of course Raynstorm's comment was regarding that issue of when you get rock in your way. So now Raynstorm's here with me, as well as marvelling at my fine pathway skills. She's also, though, if I forget to mention something or she wants to add something, then she can feel free to do so. And not only that, I know you all like seeing Raynstorm in the videos, so here she is.
Hi everyone.
Right, okay. So this tile then, where I right, okay, now you've got your introductions done, thank you. I should have said say hello Raynstorm, but you beat me to it. Okay, so this is the tile where I hit rock. Why now have I suddenly made my path terribly uneven with a 28 slope in it, so if I step on that tile I'm going to fall down? Well, let's show you. I may have hit rock, so let's go to here, this corner, and no, I am going to fall because they're both sides of 28. So if I go to this corner and try and dig, you see it says you cannot dig, you're in solid rock. So you're making your pathway down the mountain and you see that message. And you say to yourself, well, I can't see any rock, so why is it saying that? Well, the fact is that I've dug down in this particular corner, I've dug through all the dirt and I have hit rock. Now, in order to lower this corner, this rock corner of this tile, I first need to uncover the dirt off of this tile so it shows the rock. Now, that's the reason why you've got these slopes of 28. I've not lost the plot and wrecked my path. There was a reason for it. I didn't think you'd want to wait here while I dug down to the rock in each corner. So that's what you have to do. When you get the message you cannot dig because you hit solid rock, you then must go to the other 3 corners and dig down in each corner until you see that same message, you cannot dig because there's solid rock. So what I'm going to do is go over to this corner and dig once, and you'll see that's now made it a rock tile, because before I started recording me and Raynstorm have been going to each of the corners and dug down already. So what you would do is you'd go to this corner, keep digging till you see you can't dig, you've hit rock, then go to that corner, keep digging till you see the message you cannot dig, you hit rock, and on the 4th corner, when you dig down and get that message solid rock, that's when the rock will appear. Now, in order to lower this corner, which is what I wanted to do, and this is what Raynstorm comment was talking about, all of the adjacent tiles, all of the tiles around that corner have to be rock. So let's show you what happens if you try and do it without doing that. So this corner, I want to lower this 7, no, I'm going to lower it 3 slopes. because this one above's 17. So let's activate my pickaxe. Let's right click, mine and mine, and you see the surrounding area needs to be rock shards before you may mine. So what that's telling us is this tile has to be rock, and so does this tile. So if I go to here and I dig, you'll see they're now rock as well. Now of course me and Raynstorm previously have gone again in each corner digging down till we hit rock, as all I did was drop one dirt in that corner and drop one dirt in this corner to make it all look dirt again, so I could explain this to you. So hence that's why I've not had to spend ages now digging. So in order to lower this corner, okay, this needs to be a rock tile, this needs to be a rock tile, and so does this. So let's try again now to lower this tile. So I'll activate my pick, and actually I've got a hotkey, so let's just M it, and there you go. Now notice that it did not go down the slope. I was very, very lucky in that first episode, wasn't I, Raynstorm? No, it went down.
Very lucky.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Like 1 in 10 chance to have it go down one tile or one level.
So there you are. As Raynstorm says, every time you mine, there's only a 1 in 10 chance that it will actually go down. So let's do it again. Oops, let's hover. You have to put the cursor over the corner if you're not standing on that tile. So you can stand on another tile, doesn't matter where you stand, but make sure your cursor is over the corner you want to mine. Okay, no, it still didn't go down, so let's do it again. Still didn't, so let's queue up a few. There you go, it went down one that time. So you can see how lucky I was all these times of mining, and it only went down once. So let's try a load more. That's why I say it can take a very long time to surface mine your slopes. But having said that, I say very long time, it'll just take you probably a few hours. Depends how long your path is, depends how much rock you got in your way. But as you can see, the slope's going down. Now to save a great deal of time, of course, what I'm going to do is just go down to this side, and now that I've mined it down a couple, I'll just drop dirt in this corner. So let's drop this dirt on ground. That's now made the slope 17, so I won't tumble down it anymore. Now if I go to this corner and drop some more dirt, there you go. Pathway is now sorted out again. Now one thing else I wanted to mention, because this is going to be your road, you don't want to see rock, do you? So what you have to do is drop one dirt over the rock, so it will turn it into two dirt tiles, then you can pave it. So let's show you that. So in here I should have some dirt I made earlier.
Can I say something?
Of course you can.
For those of you that have OCD like me and like your paths nice and level and straight, you would actually have to mine this down too, so when they put the dirt over it, it's now level.
Right, and what I'll do is I'll show you the slope. I dropped the dirt, and this is what Raynstorm's talking about. So notice it's an 18 slope down that side, and this side is a 4 slope up. So when I drop this dirt, notice all the tiles now have gone back to dirt, so now we can pave them. But notice the slopes have changed, so take that into account. You'll want to pave your roads, so take into account if it's rock, you'll need to go down one extra, like Raynstorm's just said. And thank you for mentioning that, Raynstorm. So now what we can do is pack the tiles. And notice that I dropped the dirt on the square tile that's in the middle of the 4 tiles around it, and that did all 4 tiles, surrounding tiles, back to dirt. And that now allows us to pave this pathway. So let's just finish off packing it. Okay, now Roman also mentioned in the comment about how when he does his roads, he plans ahead, he plans it out by packing it, which is what I was going to get to, but this is what he's talking about. You first of all just pack the dirt all the way along the way that you want your path to run. As you can see here, I've packed the dirt ahead of time, and that allows you then to know which directions you're obviously going in, so it's easier for you to plan your pathways. As you can see though, here I've dug down as I've planned it, but you know, different people have different ways of doing their paths. Mine tend to be a little wonky, but then for the sake of these episodes I'm considering doing a part 3 to this, in fact, where you've seen this pathway in a disastrous mess, as Raynstorm's pointed out. I'm tempted to actually make it a really nice path down the hill.
Can you come show them something for me, please, since
Yeah.
I can't show them, you've got the camera.
Yeah.
Come up here. This is my OCD talking, okay? So this tile is flat, correct?
Let's put the cursor over it. Yep.
And the border that you're standing on is also flat, right?
Yep.
When it's flat like that, it means both sides of this tile are exactly equal.
Yep, both these corners.
Correct?
And both, yeah.
So when I go down to this tile here, you'll see that both slopes are at 12, correct?
12 and 12, yep.
So that means this border in front of me is now flat.
Yep.
That's the way you should do your roads. Not come to this one.
Not like you've been drinking too much rum or port.
Yeah, like you over here. So where this one says that the slope down is 11. You'd be walking crooked.
Well, I did say I'm a pathway extraordinaire. A pathway extraordinaire does not do things straight. He does them extraordinary.
So if we were to do this the OCD way, you would uncover all 3 of these corners here, these tiles, and surface mine down 12, and then put the dirt back over to make this flat.
So I hope you've all got a few months free, because
he's impatient. I like
no, you're right. You are right.
You know he's impatient. You see how messy his island is. Mine doesn't look like this.
Oh, I didn't tell you, did I, Raynstorm, about my latest bit of madness or stupidness? Let's see what you think, shall we? So, you know what I'm like. I'm always trying to work out ways to save a bit of money. You've always noticed that. Whether it be something silly or something stupid, I'll always try and work out. So I had this latest idea where a light bulb turned on in my head, and I thought, I know, let's cut my own hair. Surely that's got to be a good way of saving money. So I purchased myself one of these things that are circular, that you just run around your head. It's like you do circles, mini circles on your head.
A shaver for your head.
So, well, I'll explain it. Actually, there were 2 bits to the kit. There was the circular bit, you just run around on your head, and there's
your beard and stuff.
And a trimmer come with it. So I got both. So anyway, I went outside, okay, because I didn't want to get hair all over my room. So I went outside to the field, out the back, and I thought I'd try it out. Now, bear in mind, my hair was really long at this point, okay, longer than I've had it for a long time. So I'm running the thing round my head on the top, and yeah, sure enough, big clumps are coming off. So I run it all over the top of my head, then I run it all round the sides of my head, and all over the back of my head. And bear in mind, I don't have them. Sorry?
So now you're bald, right?
Oh, I haven't got to this yet. So I haven't got a mirror with me. So I'm running the shaver all over my head. So then I go back inside, all right, and I come up to my room and I look in the mirror. And first of all, I'm not going to say the colourful language that I come out with, but I definitely went pale. Because what happened was, all right, I've got no problem with having short hair. The top of my head was perfect. But what it had not done is it had not cut the sides or the back. So I had a shaved top of my head, and all the sides and the back of my head were all long. And the best description is, if you've ever seen Baldric and Blackadder, that was how my head was, except it was not long on top and a clump like his. It was shaved.
We have a comedian here named Gallagher, and his hair's like that.
And well, the first thought I had in my head is, oh my goodness, how am I going to go to work? I can't go to work like this. I've got to sort this out. So I got the circular thing back. Now, I'd first originally set it to number 4, because that I thought is what the length I like. So I thought, right, okay, that works great for the top. Let's set it to number 2 for the sides and back. So I went back outside and I set it to number 2, and I run it round the sides of my head, and I run it round the back of my head. Then I wasn't thinking, or wasn't something or other, and I run it over my ear and managed to chop a quarter of my ear off with it. Okay, so there's blood on the ground, there's balls of hair everywhere by this stage. So I come back inside because I thought I better have a look. That was a lot of hair that I just see dropped to the ground. So I come back up in there and I look in the mirror, and you know what? It actually looks perfect except for a few bald patches on either side. It looks a bit like the moon, you know, with the craters, except they're bald patches. So the top looks perfect, the sides are short, but they have a few bald patches around each side. Now, that wasn't the funny bit. Here's the funny bit, right? You should see the looks I get at work now. Anyway, this is the bit, the kicker. A few hours later, I'm downstairs in the kitchen making a cup of coffee, right? And the landlady comes in, and she looks a little distressed. And I could see she's giving me a weird look, all right? So I'm thinking, well, she's obviously upset, so let's ask, what's the matter? So I say, is everything all right? And she says, oh dear, you know, some dogs must have been fighting out the back there because there's all their fur. She looks really upset, and so she's looking at my head, and then she realises that it weren't two dogs fighting. But here's the funny bit. Later on that evening, I laughed my head off because with the word she used, two dogs fighting each other, that is the best description I could give for me cutting my own hair, is two dogs mauling each other, because I took a chunk out my ear, although it was actually a tiny little sliver of ear that I lost. But, you know, with the bald patches and everything else, it's best summarised up as two dogs butchering each other. And that's me cutting my hair.
Just to save a penny.
Yep, just to save. But, you know what? With practice makes perfect. And I've got so little hair to play with now, it's going to be a while before I need to cut it again. So it's all good. Anyway, so there we are. There's my little story. Path is done.
Thanks for waffling.
And, yeah, plenty of waffle. But there we are, pathway.
Can we show them one other thing? Can you expose your dirt again? I mean, your rock?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it won't do good up here because you only put one dirt down. I wanted to show the tip. When you're surface mining, and he mentioned that you had to make sure all the surrounding tiles were also rock, that includes the tip. So there's actually 3 tiles per corner that you have to make sure is exposed, not just the side tiles. You also have to do the one that's in the corner as well.
Yeah, I think they see that though with the corner I just did over here, the 3 tiles adjacent.
Well, you remember how I showed you down in your rock area down there that there was grass here?
Oh yeah, so if there's grass on any tile adjacent to the corner you want to surface mine, you'll need to bring that to a rock tile as well, is what Raynstorm's saying.
No, that's not what I said, but okay.
Well, what did you say? Go on, give it another shot.
If there's anything in this corner tile like you're mining where I'm standing, right? This corner.
Yeah.
If there's anything in this tile as well,
anything? What do you mean by anything? What, a guard? A spirit
grass.
Templar? Does it include a spirit Templar?
A bush, a tree, or grass, or steep, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you said any adjacent tile needs to be rock.
Right, I was talking corner to corner. I just want them to be aware of that.
Oh, okay.
You weren't. You thought it only had to be all four corners, all four sides. It's not the four sides. It's just whatever is in that corner, whatever corner you're trying to lower, those three tiles have to be exposed.
Yeah, to rock. Okay.
So the whole tile doesn't need to be exposed, just to do this corner, just the three around it.
I see. So yeah, this tile here would not need to be rock, just the three adjacent to it to surface mine that corner.
Yeah, like this one I'm standing on doesn't need to be rock.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
The one over here doesn't need to be rock. The one over here doesn't need to be rock. Just the three adjacent to the corner that you're lowering.
Not the one you're standing on. That's what you're saying.
No,
yeah?
The one I'm standing on has to be rock. I'm just saying all the tiles around it do not have to. Just the corner that you're lowering.
Yeah, it needs to be rock. Okay.
Yes. I'm just trying to make sure they're clear on that.
Well, they know when they watch my videos, they're going to get confused pretty fast. So you're fighting a losing battle there, talking about being clear. I'm afraid there's nothing crystal with any of my episodes. That's it, you make it rock. Right, okay, so are we done?
I guess.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Well, I think that's...
This is a good example.
Okay.
Stand right here in this corner.
Well, I don't have to. I can stand over here, remember. It's just that I need to activate my pickaxe and right click on the corner. So you want this corner, yeah?
Yep.
Right. And what am I doing? Mining it?
Trying to mine it, yep.
Yes, because this tile here is dirt.
Correct. It's got dirt but it has to be exposed rock.
Yeah, very good. I believe everyone now should understand that. Even any cats or dogs that are watching. They'll probably be meowing or barking by now. I won't say what words they're using. But there we are. I think that now is... Oh look, the lights just went out. Means it's daytime. Well, thank you for helping me. And thank you for laughing at me.
I'm sorry. Now everybody knows how I laugh.
And I thought my paths were exquisite, even if they were all at angles.
Okay.
Anyway, so there we are. Would you like to say goodbye before I
Bye
outro?
everyone. Have a great day.
Okay, wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this episode on our paths. Goodbye.